What's going on? What's going on, everybody? Facebook, not Instagram, Facebook, my business Facebook page, FIMP, Twitter, my YouTube channel, Gwen's Boy Mindset, all the places that we are pretty much streaming right now. Welcome to the No Judgment Zone with yours truly, Sean Taylor, discussing topics with no judgment, discussing topics with no judgment. I got my boy, my ace, Brandon Lampley here.
Yes,
We gonna
sir.
go in, but I want to pay homage to today, which is a special day for me, Martin Luther King Day. A man who done some amazing things. Um, a man who was incarcerated for his belief. He was actually killed for what he's believed in. He's just one of the black men that were actually killed for what they actually believe in, all because they was trying to fight for a level playing field, not with violence, not when doing things that are ignorant, not with hurting people, but they were just pretty much being peaceful and people had lost their lives just for just a fight of civil rights. Today is thinking about today. It just reminds me of just the history of the state of our so-called America and where we sit. I made a long post about MLK and today. Not a lot of likes on it, which I'm not surprised, but silence is complicit, and I'm just gonna leave that right there. I'm not getting into that because this thing gonna go because it'll just go to someplace else. So I was on the phone with my brother, and we were just talking about you know the importance of this day, and just talking about the Jim Crows and just the things that have actually happened, um, and why people don't understand the definitive meaning of mass incarceration. Is mass incarceration was pretty much made and created when slavery was abolished. We're not gonna get we're not gonna get a lot of views on this today. We ain't gonna get a lot of likes and comments. Nobody want to say nothing because when it comes to uncomfortable truths and when it comes to having uncomfortable conversations, people don't want that. People don't like being uncomfortable. People like to be in a comfort zone. They don't even want to acknowledge it.
Yeah.
So for me, me and my brother, we were going back about statistics and how when you talk about people of color incarcerated, makes up over 50% of the incarceration. I tell people all the time that if you're a man of color, that judicial system is not made for you, not for you, not for you. It's made
Mm-hmm.
for you, but not for you.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? And so it's made to keep you in a certain box. If you ever step out of line and you get in that box, and then you got the public pretenders who's working against the state to get a conviction out of you, it's all a cash cow. Every conviction is money. You got to pay for a paid lawyer. That's lots of money.
Hey, throw child
It,
support in there.
oh yeah, that too. I mean, it's
Throw that in
all
there.
it's nothing but a conglomerate of just making money. It is not for you. Please stop thinking that that judicial system is for you if you got a certain color of skin.
Hey, designed to get resources out of men, Sean.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
I also said in a post, and this is for all my people of color, all my people of color. I mean, people of color. That means you got color in your skin. For my people of color, and I've been to different countries to where you could be born in America and your skin is praised and admired and glorified in other countries than it is in your own damn country that you was even born in. So my thing about it is when I can go to another country and be appreciated as a black man than I can in my own damn America. When people can actually look at me and just they're just amazed. And I had two times. The first time I was in Europe, the second time I was in Spain, where somebody called my skin beautiful. I'm like, I felt kind of weird because I'm a man. I'm like, beautiful. I ain't beautiful.
Yeah.
Your
Yeah.
skin is just perfection. Your skin is beautiful. I mean, just amazed by it. And people lost their lives in America because of the color of their damn skin. When I think about that, and I try not to think about it much, but it's things like MLK that makes me
Yeah.
think about that, or the anniversary of Malcolm X, Emmett Till, all different types of people who lost their lives, man, because of the color of their skin. It's the most horrific crime ever made, and they freaking got away with that shit.
Yeah.
And you want to talk to me about justice. I know why the judicial system was made. And that's why I tell people, know the history of the state that you live in, your country. If you
Mhm.
are black, white, purple, and you don't know the history of this country, you are doing yourself a huge disservice not to know the history behind a lot of bullshit. The biggest crime in America, and it went scot-free. No time, no nothing. No, not nothing. Nothing to the families, nothing. There was there was no court, there was no jury, there was nothing. It was cool
Yeah.
to kill a person because of the color of their freaking skin. And the same black person go to different countries and they praise you because of the color of your skin. They are actually amazed because of the color of your skin. They say that you are beautiful. And that's why at the end of that post that I posted this morning, I said that any person of color, be proud because you are freaking beautiful. Your
Yeah.
skin is glorified in other countries. Let me tell you, because I've been there. And I know they don't give a damn about the color of your skin here. But go to another countries, baby. Go to other countries. They would treat you like a king and a freaking queen. Period. All because your skin is something that they think that is it's just amazing. You feel me?
Yeah.
So and then Brandon brought up something. Brandon, tell the people what you just told me, man, about the percentage of
Oh,
incarceration.
about the percentage. So I was looking it up again, and so yes, the United States hold the majority of incarcerated people on the planet, and they hold it by a significant margin. I think they say China's. This is PewResearch.org, which is very credible website. They do a lot of research, a lot of studies they have came out over the last couple of years. But yeah, it's in addition to its highest rate of incarceration, the U.S. also holds the largest overall number of people behind bars, with more than 2 million jail and prison inmates. The U.S. total incarcerated population is significantly greater than that of China, approximately 1.7 million, and Brazilian 760,000. So China and the U.S. is locking people up. Brazil has next is at 760, but the U.S. having the most is very telling. And who's the most affected by that system? I mean, it's obvious. Now you could talk about personal responsibilities and dudes acting stupid and doing things they shouldn't be doing, but those things, they love to highlight those things. But then when you talk about somebody who was minding their business, somebody who was trying to do the right thing, somebody who wanted to do right by their children, somebody who wanted to do right by their family, or wanted to do right in the situation, and they called a bad break because the color of their skin. It's happened. It's happened. It's part of our history, and they're trying to erase the history now, Sean. You have to teach your kids the history now. You
And
can't depend on these public
no,
institutions to teach your children.
and that's what I'm teaching my son. I want him to know everything because when anybody try to go left with him, he gonna be able to read them to the right because
Yeah,
here's a difference. There's a difference between being smart and educated.
yeah,
There's a distinct difference in being smart and educated. You got educated dummies everywhere.
everywhere.
You
I
got
know.
educated dummies everywhere. When you can make a person who's got a PhD look dumb because they don't know their history, you need to step your game up. You done spend all that time in school and you as dumb as the day is long. That you don't even know basic history, that's your fault at the end of the day. But it's also the school system's fault because they're trying to erase it. They're trying to take it out of the school system because they don't
Yeah,
want people to know. But this, man, my brother told me, we were talking, he was saying, Sean, you can go on YouTube and talk, we talking about Bill Clinton, you know what I'm saying? You know how he apologized when it comes to that crime bill. You know,
Yeah. Biden was behind that too. People forget.
the federal level. Me and my brother was talking about this. The federal level sets the precedence for the state level.
Yep.
So whatever is the mark on federal level, that falls in state too as well. A lot of these things that's going on in the judicial system and stuff, man, it's unfair. And then if you ain't got money, you even extra screwed. You know,
Yep.
for somebody who's gotten in trouble for doing some of the things that I've done, if it weren't for money, there's no telling how far up under the jail I would be right now. My thing about it is that it is a crooked system. In the words of my brother, is extremely wicked. And I tell people of color, be smart. When I'm talking to my young people of color, be smart. When I'm talking to my son, who is half black, half Puerto Rican, be smart. Be
Yeah.
smarter than that wicked ass system. And I was just telling my brother, me and my brother agreed with me 100%. I said, you know what? If we really want to help our children, we tell the children about our bullshit. We tell them about our
Yeah.
mistakes. We tell them
Yeah.
about what we did wrong. And see, for me
Yes.
being a black man in this so-called America,
Mm-hmm.
and I have a mixed son he is both colors, Puerto Rican and he's black. I have no choice but to tell him the truth of my bullshit, my mistakes, my cheating, my lies, my getting in and out of jail, the things that I've done wrong. And the look on his face, I want to scare him straight in the conversation. Why? So he does not go down the path that I went. So he does not make the choices that I make. That's a real father. That's a
Yes.
real parent.
Yeah.
When you don't paint a perfect picture that you've done everything straight, you've been always on the straight and narrow. You never done anything wrong. You never messed up. You can't tell your daughter so you can't share that story when you got pregnant as a teenager and your family hid it. You can't tell those stories when you was having sex at 12, but you giving her grief for having sex at 16. So if you're gonna talk about it, but be real and 100% honest with it.
Yeah.
Because if you are honest with these kids will grow up to be better females and better males. They'll grow up to be better husbands and better fathers. I don't want my son I don't never want him to have to go through a divorce. I don't want him to have kids from different women. I want him to have kids from one woman, be married to one woman, and that be it.
Yeah.
I don't want him to get in this jive ass, bull ass, just weak ass dating scene that's out here.
Hmm.
They ain't about it. They ain't about shit. So I don't want him to be into that. So I'm schooling him and educating him on life that school ain't going to teach him, in college and university's not going to teach him, but his dad's going to teach him.
Yeah.
And a part about there's reputation, what people think of you and going to say about you. Fuck the reputation, son. The character is who you actually are. Because people can have a bad reputation all day, but to understand the character of a man, you got to take the damn time to invest years into understanding him to find out the character of that guy.
Yep.
Because any person can make a mistake and all of a sudden their reputation is ruined or whatever the case may be. But the character of that person, that's the difference. There's a
Yes.
distinct difference between reputation and character. So I
Yeah.
tell him, I say, man, don't, I get it. I get it. Don't worry about the reputation. Worry about your character at the end of the day.
Yeah.
You feel me? But that if we're more honest with our children, especially fathers, and you got a kid of color, man, teach them to play chess and never checkers. Teach them to be smarter than them, to be
Yeah.
smarter than the judicial system. To just really know what you know and don't get caught up into that. So that's why I share with my son my mistakes. And I'm going to share those same mistakes when my daughter gets of age, the same mistakes.
Yeah.
Because that's going to help them. And when I'm gone, they always going to remember it, just like I remember the stories from my mother.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
see what
And
I'm
the
saying?
kid, yeah, and kids got to know too
Right.
that character takes a lifetime to build up. It takes a lifetime. It's an
Yeah.
everyday thing.
Right.
But with that being said, in a moment's notice, in a moment's notice, it can be shot, taken
Right.
out back, and gone the way of Old Yeller very quickly
Oh yeah.
in an instant,
In an
and from
instant.
somebody who's not credible and off of a lie. Off
Yeah.
of a lie, it happens all the time. Off of a lie. That's why that
Right.
believe all whoever. I don't care whether it's believe all women, believe all dogs, believe all
Right.
parakeets. No,
Right.
don't believe all of anybody because men lie and women lie. But understand that you must protect yourself at all times. Your
Right.
character, who you are, at the end of the day, that's really all that you have.
That is it. That is it. So we didn't mean to go off on a tangent with that stuff, man. But the thing about it is that Martin Luther King was a powerful figure, man. And sometimes black power based off history is always seen as a threat.
Yeah.
It's always seen as a threat. Black man gets some power, seen as a threat. But we're going to get into closed-minded people versus open-minded. Boy, it just keeps getting better and better, don't it, be?
It does. It does. It does. It does.
So,
Because hey, out the frying pan into the fire. Let's go.
Man, it's hot. We might as well keep going. It's hot. Might as well just
As
keep
we're
it hot.
going,
You
keep
know what I'm
going.
saying? So, closed-minded people versus open-minded people. In my thought process, I realized that me and a closed-minded person, we can't work in a relationship, a marriage, a friendship. It just can't work. We can't work in business. It's impossible. See, closed-minded people, all they see is black and white. There's no areas of gray.
Yeah.
There's no bending. There's an entryway and then there's an exit. There's no side doors. There's nothing. There's no listening to reason. It's just a fool's type mindset. And my mother used to tell me, Sean, do you know how crazy it sounds to try to reason with a fool?
Yeah.
You're gonna stress yourself out trying to reason with a fool. And a closed-minded person, son, you might as well just leave that conversation. That conversation has ended before it even starts. See, closed-minded people, man, are the most judgmental people on the planet. Closed-minded person, they damn near think they perfect. See, open-minded people, to me, an open-minded people is like a person that sees life like the Matrix. You see all different types of angles and shapes and all different types of things, all different types of ways that you can rectify a problem.
Yeah.
Also, an open-minded person, man, an open mind is the most gorgeous, beautiful mind ever created because they see things from different angles. They just don't see it coming and going. A closed-minded person, there's damn near no hope for them fools. There's no reasoning, there's no compromise, there's no understanding, there is nothing. All you're gonna get this is something I can guarantee you that you're gonna get from a closed-minded person. All you're gonna get is judgments.
Yeah.
All you're gonna get is they right. Nobody can tell them nothing because they right. They got all the answers. A closed-minded person has a problem for every freaking solution. You married to a closed-minded person, y'all might as well just go ahead and go to the courthouse now. That's not gonna work. And you're an open-minded person, that's not gonna work. Y'all never gonna see eye to eye.
Yeah.
And when it comes to opposites attract, please don't buy into that when it comes to dealing with a closed-minded person. You're gonna be more aggravated than you're gonna feel the love. B, why don't you go, man? Because I got so much to say on that subject.
Oh yeah.
What you got? What you think?
As far open-minded people seem to me to be some of the most self-aware people. You know, they very understanding of where they are, where they fit, their accountability,
Right.
you know, stuff like that.
Right.
Closed-minded, like you said, you know, it's, you know, those victims, that victim mindset, you know, all about them. That's where a lot of narcissists come in. I mean, yeah, the contrast between the two, you're never going to be able to. The only way you coexist is if the open-minded person just accepts the closed-minded person for who they are. That's the only way you can coexist, because there's nothing you're going to be able to do to change said person. So as an open-minded person, you're like, you know what? How about that's where the bigger person, they talk about being the bigger person, and when they go low, you go high and all of that. That's where that comes in. Like if you're able to do that, then you and a closed-minded person can get along, because you're like, yo, that's you, that's what you think, that's what you want. I love you no matter what. We usually do this with family members.
True that. I stand corrected. You are definitely right. I can't argue about that truth. You are dead on.
Yeah.
You usually do. That boy did you usually do that with
family members. Oh yeah.
Because you got some family members, man. Hey, listen, and we all got them. You got some family. Hey, if they say they ain't gonna do something and they don't agree with that situation, you might as well cancel Christmas on that, man, because they are not going to be moved.
No.
They would not be moved. So when I started my business, wait, hold on, let me get the Nesco.
Oh yeah, I've just seen comments. I just saw.
So
I see Nesco say most people don't even know that there were and still is sundown towns. Yeah, man, I remember when I found out about sundown towns, Sean. I was telling some white people about it, and they were just, "Oh my God, I can't believe!" And I'm like, "You don't know your history."
Exactly. Right.
Which means that if you were black, you better not have been caught outside in a certain town when the sun goes down, or you were killed. Amazingly, there are certain towns right now today with this same rule in 2022. Yeah, it's just covert about it, and sometimes the people who carry out said things, they do it. They can do it legally because they carry a badge and a gun. We ain't gonna get too much into that. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Right.
Say trying to reason with a closed-minded person is like Superman defeating kryptonite. It ain't gonna happen. This is true. And they say family members closed-minded all day long.
I wonder if that's Corenza or not.
Yeah, it must be.
Must be Corenza because
it could be StreamYard. It could be Robin Melinda too, because hers do that too sometimes.
Yeah, that's right. Because StreamYard be blocking out people. I don't know why StreamYard do that.
But they have to. They got to get permission. They got to give StreamYard permission.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it's the user. It's the user. They got to give StreamYard permission.
Right. Permission. Right. So my mind was closed when I started to open up my business 7 years ago. So one of the first people I called was my mom, and I was telling her, she wasn't surprised, she wasn't moved, she wasn't shocked. She was like, you should have did this like 10, 12 years 10, 12 years ago. But she'd always been telling me that, you just have a gift, you're good at what you do, you got the experience, the education, you got the knowledge, you got the skin in the game. What is stopping you? What's your next level from the best health club that you've ever worked for was Lifetime Fitness? Who's going to pay you more than that? Working for yourself. So you trying to work for yourself, Sean, it's not shocking to me. But my thing about it is that I had to open my mind because my mind was closed to that. And I pretty much just had to jump. I just had to pull the trigger. And it was rough. It was rough the first year, going into the second. But all of a sudden it just, evened out. Your power, your power comes from having an open mind. There is so much power that comes from having an open mind. You just got to release it. You just got to dig into it. You just got to unveil that power.
Yeah.
To get out of your comfort zone and to, even though purposely jump into something that's comfortable, but have enough confidence in your belief in yourself that, you know what, some way, somehow, I'm gonna figure this out. This is going to work. But when you have a closed mind, you cut yourself short from so many things in life because you just got you got blinders off to everything, and you think your way is the highway, it's the right way, it is perfect. And here's the thing: there's no such thing as perfection in this world, in this life.
Yeah.
So you got to have an open mind. You're gonna have to have an open mind as a man and woman who don't agree on a thing, but you got to be open-minded enough to come to some type of resolve or rectify it in some way. You got to have an open mind instead of, when it comes to your fitness journey, why you keep quitting every time you start and you never get to the finish. You got to be open-minded enough to realize, like, you know what? Hell, maybe I'm the problem.
Yeah.
You have to be open-minded to see that racism is real in this world. And if you got black friends that's supposed to be your friend, never be complicit in what they feel. Never be complicit in what their ancestors went through. Never be complicit in the things that is going on in today's current state. That's being open minded. See, if you're gonna call a person your friend, you got to be their friend on all fronts. You got to be 10 toes down on all fronts.
Yeah.
If not, you are closed minded, you are complicit, and theoretically, you don't give two shits. Why? Because you're not going through it. You don't feel what they feel. You don't feel the hurt and pain they feel. The few right friends that I do have, one of them called me crying that day. They were so hurt. They were angry on the phone. That's a friend. That's a friend who, when you hurt, they hurt. When you feel it, they feel it.
Yeah.
You know, a friend, my friend Brandon Ford, one of my best friends, man. You know, I went through a recent death, you know, of a child. And he broke down, was hurt. It felt like me. It felt like I was hugging myself. That's a friend, man. A friend feels that pain. I mean, somebody who loves you, I mean, really loves you as a friend, that hurt that you feel, and even if you may not be showing the emotion, they feel every ounce of it. Every ounce. I
Yeah.
mean, just, you know, I mean, every ounce. And I'm trying to hold myself together to keep them together.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So my thing about it is, hurt so bad you would think it was his kid. That's deep,
Yeah.
man. You don't have, there's not a lot of people on this earth that's like that, that kind of feel what you feel and love you that much, that they feel like they're going through it like as you going through it.
Yeah.
You feel me? So you got to have an open mind in all situations, man, because that's how we become better at a thing, and that's how we can go through things and come out better on the other side, because we chose to get in front of it because we have an open mind. What you was getting ready to say, B? Look, you getting ready to say something.
Miss Reed said that was her. So that wasn't anybody else.
That was Lisa.
She said, yeah. Lisa, she said that was her. Closed minded.
But somebody said, there's another Facebook user. It says family members.
That was her. That was her.
That was you, Lisa? Oh, okay.
Yeah. That was her.
Yeah,
she said that was
you're
her.
right about that, Lisa.
Closed minded. So especially for the young men, closed minded is being fixated on one woman as a young man. That's closed minded, especially if you're not where you need to be. And most overwhelming majority of young men aren't. You're not ready for anything like that. Young men shouldn't be looking to pair up with anybody. They got too much work to do on themselves. And focusing on a woman can keep you closed minded.
Keep talking.
That's why. Step up. I got you. That's why I'm gonna do a show and we're gonna talk about it. Rejection is protection. Rejection is protection all day long. Oh yeah. Rejection is protection. Because just listen to this. So she rejected you because she didn't want you. And she didn't see anything valuable there that she could use or get out of you. So she was like, you know what? I can't use it for anything necessarily. So, you know, no, thank you. I don't want you. Thank her is what you should do. Because now you ain't got to put up with that. You don't have to invite the baggage, the trauma, the emotional damage, whatever she's carrying, whatever she's got going on. You don't have to deal with that now, because you just looking at it from the outside looking in. You're like, that looks really nice. It's like a candy store. You looking at it from the outside through the glass, and man, look at all that. Look at the Snicker bars. Look at the gumdrops. Look at the Skittles. Look at all, man. It looks so nice. But then you get in there and you find out very, very quickly some of that candy's stale. Some of that candy's out of date. It's hard. It's old. Man, You find out it isn't what you thought it was, and it could be good quality. Is just that it don't mess with you and you don't like it like that. Now with that rejection, you don't get that time wasted, because it's one thing for me to drop some money. I'm a working man. I'm gonna make money again, but I can't get that time back that could have been used on something else that was beneficial to my life. These people, a lot of times, are literally not worth your time, young man.
Mm. Man, boy, you killed it. Ness say, Brandon, you so on point on this. It's ridiculous. It's so true. I mean, I've heard people say that through the years, man, at a younger age, that, man's rejection is God's protection. Man, I've heard that.
Yes,
I've heard that, man. And you, at the time when you're dealing with that rejection, you really don't
you don't
want to
feel
hear
that
it.
way.
You don't, yeah, it really don't feel that way. And
Yeah.
see, that's because you at that time your mind is closed. When
Yes.
you start to open
Open
your
your
mind,
mind.
your mind starts to elevate. When you start to open your mind, you start to think more deeply. When you start opening your mind, you start to think before you speak, opposed to speaking, then
Yeah.
thinking afterwards. See, when you open your mind, the more open-minded you become, the less judgmental you become.
Yeah.
And
Oh yeah.
that's one right there. Because
Mm-hmm.
my mother used to tell me, and Brandon, I'm not gonna lie, I used to hate it. I used to hate when she said, you need to be more open-minded. You need to be more open-minded, Sean. You need to be open-minded. Always be open-minded. Then it went to you need to be, did you? Always be open-minded. Always be open-minded. Always be open-minded. And so people see me in the now and they think I've always been this way. I said, man, it took me years to be an
Mm-hmm.
open-minded person. It took me years to be non-judgmental. I had to get there. I
Yeah.
was just like you at one point, judging people, judging people for shit I did myself that nobody know about. How you judge a person from your bullshit that you did that they don't even know about? People do that all the time. They are judging
Yeah.
people for the same mess that they did that no one knows about.
Yeah.
Nobody. And so my mother said, and she used to always, now her scare tactic was keep being judgmental and you're going to end up in the same situation.
Yeah.
And I'm
Yeah.
going to take a
No
sip
doubt.
on that and let Brandon run with that one.
No doubt, no doubt. Let's see. Yeah, Nesco say, Brandon, you so on point, right? It's ridiculous. Yeah, man. When I figured it out, when that mind started to expand, it was a lovely thing. Let's see. Lisa Reed said, rejection is protection. That perceived the loss is really a gain. People spend too much time looking back instead of looking forward. God replaces something much better. Good man. Right, right.
Right.
That's like I get rejected. If I get one, your mentality should be always, if I'm able to get this one, I should be able to get another one. You should always
Hmm.
have that mentality.
Hmm.
Always.
Right. Right. You should
And then
always.
and then too, being closed-minded versus open-minded. So closed-minded is dudes who like, man, whatever. Sean think he all that, got his muscles pumped up. It's whatever. He that's why he ain't got no hair. I got hair. He ain't got no hair. So
Yeah. Yeah.
he ain't
Hey.
better than me. He ain't better than me. He got little tattoos and stuff. Whatever. It's whatever. It's whatever. Yeah, I heard about you back in the day and what you did. I heard about it. What blah blah blah. That's closed-minded.
Mhm.
Open-minded is me seeing Sean like, God, Jack, man, how I get like that? What I need to do? What his
Right.
style is? What can I take from Sean and incorporate it into Brandon to make Brandon better? What are the things? Because I look at the way I look at successful men now is that, man, I like that. I saw him do something, saw something he had on, something he said. I like that. I'm incorporating that into me.
Mm.
That's
Mm.
open-minded, Sean.
Right. And Brandon, you remind me, man, at your age, when I would see dudes, man, that were successful or whatever, but also successful in life, successful in business and their careers, but also successful in their health. I wanted that.
Yeah.
How can you? And I would all the old. I didn't want to train with nobody close to my age. I wanted to train with the older dudes because I had it in my head. If I get what the older dudes got, when I get their age, I will have it.
Yeah.
So all the older dudes would tell me. you way ahead of me at 22 than when I was at 22. So when you get to 52 and when you get to 56 and 60, you're gonna look 10 times better than me. And in my mind, I'm like, hell no. I'm in my mind like, dude, you look good. All the older trainers I had, I said, give me your blueprint. They said, all you got to do, Sean, is show up every session and just listen.
Yeah.
Don't argue, just do. Show up and just work. That's all you got to do. But receive it, process it, store it into your mental Rolodex. Learn when I ask you after the first round, okay, what's the first thing we did in the first round? And you don't know it, you're not retaining it. I'm gonna keep doing it until you get it, because I'm not gonna be with you 20 years from now.
Yeah.
And if you can't retain what's being showed in front of you, you will never get that blueprint.
Yeah.
You will always and forever have to have somebody to guide you along the way, because you haven't retained the knowledge, because knowledge is power. And if you're not retaining the knowledge, something's wrong. You have to retain that. So, Brandon, for you to say that, man, that's true, because I mean, I wanted the same thing, and it's being open minded opposed to hating on somebody. It's like a dude who he gonna hate on another dude by talking about that dude to make him feel better for himself. That chick, she feeling that dude, but every time that chick come around, he's saying something negative about him because he hating on that guy. Instead of being open minded and be like, man, oh boy, doing this thing or whatever, man. I don't even know what it feels like to hate on another dude. I just don't know what that feels like.
Yeah. I don't know either.
If that dude doing better than me, man, I'm like, dude, do your thing, man. I just got the attitude. I want to see everybody, man, win. Whether you're a man or woman, I don't care. I love seeing when people are winning. I mean, I literally get happy to see people winning in life, man. Not hating on them, man. I mean, my boy Brandon, he killing it in Level Up Fitness in Ponte Vedra. We bounce these ideas. There's never no competition between us. There's no envy. There's like, hey man, how can I take from you? I can take from you. I mean, I'll post something. He'll post a workout video of his clients, and I'll be like, "Oh, I got you. Ooh, I got you. I'm gonna steal that." And he do the same thing. There's none of that. It's all love, man. And see, that's open-minded. Open-minded people, all they want is positive vibes. Open-minded people, all they want is positive energy. Open-minded people, they really don't like being around negative people. They don't like the negative vibe. They don't like the negative energy.
Yeah.
Open-minded people, man, they just about the love, man. They just about the love, man. It's like every client I got, I'm like, I want them all to reach their goals.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be closed-minded. Oh no, they reach their goals. They reach their goals, then they don't. I'm gonna lose them as a client, and I'm not gonna have them. No, I won't get that money no more. No. Open-minded person sees like one person leaves, somebody else is coming.
Yep.
Open-minded person has belief and confidence of their own abilities and within themselves. When you close-minded, there's no confidence.
Yeah. This is true, man. But I will say this, Sean, we bought at 40 now. So, but I will say this: out of all the things,
let's keep going. Let's keep going, baby.
Okay.
Let's keep
out
going.
of all the things that we talked about and everything we said today, and about open-minded people versus closed-minded, and the benefits of being open-minded, I'm going to be honest with you. Ignorance is bliss, Sean. It is.
Oh.
It's sweet when you don't know that you don't know. That is awesome. I mean, because you don't have to worry about it, Sean. Ignorance is bliss. Because now, I mean, I feel like this now. Being unplugged from the matrix now it's a curse. It's not a gift necessarily. It's a gift. Let's put it this way: it's a gift and a curse. Because now I see things for how they are, but I can't unsee it now, Sean. I can't go backwards. It's there. And I see these things now. It's right here in my face. It's plain as day. And then I'm trying to explain it to somebody who can't see it, closed-minded people. And they're like, yo, you crazy, bro. What you talking about? I can't see. What you mean, Brandon? I don't understand. I don't get it. And dude, The frustration level, Sean, is through the roof. When you get to that point.
Right. That part right there.
Ness had a comment.
What Ness got? What he got?
He said, I remember when I was so hooked on this chick, I was all in on her so bad. Thought those sexy hips and thick lips was from heaven. Only find out she was known as 7-Eleven, but I was closed-minded. I kept shopping. I was a damn fool. Yeah.
Ness, you was walking all in that stove, just buying up everything. Huh?
Oh my goodness. Oh man.
But you know what, Ness?
So she belonged to everybody. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. She belonged to everybody. Golly. Ness, she had you smoking from the window, man. She had you smoking out the window.
She had you smoking out the window.
Man, I ain't finna get started on that. Y'all have me singing that song up in the
Hey, that show was off the chain. Hey, if you have not seen that, y'all got to go back and see that show where we broke down smoking out the window. That was
man. People was in my earbud talking, boy, y'all's a damn fool.
Yeah,
y'all was straight clowning. Y'all wild out that day, boy. But we had to. It was fun, man. It was fun. But Ness, I feel you on that, bro. I feel you on that. But man, I like that. I like your analogy, man, about being unplugged from the matrix, though. B.
Yeah,
that was dope. That was dope, man. Because once you see things for what they are, man, you are so right. You can't unsee them. Like since I've been on my 100% transparency journey, I've had so many people that I've ruffled feathers with. You know.
Yeah.
Some people say, "Oh, Sean, you need to be more tactful." I'm like, how is there tact in the truth? The truth is an ugly thing.
Yeah.
You know, the truth is it's ugly. The truth is like licorice. That taste is the same. It's terrible. How is there tact? Where is the tact in the truth? If you want me to use tact, and I get what people are saying, you know, I get what you're saying, but you need the raw truth because nobody is telling you, because that's where your growth is truly going to come from. If I lie to you, or if I enable you in prettying up the truth, I'm going to obviously pretty up the truth with dashes of lies. It's going to taste real good. You're going to like it. But that truth is it's Mrs. Dashes of lies that I'm putting on it. I'm sprinkling Mrs. Dashes of lies on that truth so it tastes good for you. I can't do that. It's like Brandon said, I'm unplugged for the matrix. I can't unsee my transparency no more. I'd be damned if I'm going back to that old dude. I buried him when I buried my mother. He gone. He ain't coming back.
Yeah.
He can't come back. So where I'm at right now is just where I'm at. Now, have I ruffled a lot of fellas? People say, "Oh, Sean is kind of brash, he's kind of harsh." Yeah, I've been hearing that. I've been hearing that for a long time right now. I've been hearing that for a couple of years because that transparency journey started about 1.5 2 years ago. So the whole nine now is like, I don't want to, when I leave here, I want, who's ever left, like, you know what? One thing about that Sean boy, he came at you straight with no chaser, whether you like it or not. Whether you liked it or not, you knew exactly where that dude was coming from. But it's supposed to help you, man. I want you to be uncomfortable when I talk. I want you to be on edge. I want you to feel uneasy. I want you to not be able to sit still. I want you to look everywhere instead of not looking me in the eye, because I want you to be uncomfortable, because that truth is stinging the hell out you. But here's the thing about truth. You got to be open-minded enough to accept it. Yeah. Closed-minded people can't accept truth. Closed-minded people don't want to talk about truth. Speaking of that, I'm going to go back. Speaking of that, let's talk about, God damn, Sean, boy, that was good. That boy good. So MLK Day. Nobody want to talk about what me and Brandon was talking about earlier. Nobody wants to talk about that. They don't want to talk about that. They don't want to talk about that damn near probably after Brandon broke it down, America's stats, people of color, it probably ranks it probably maybe damn near 90%. Nobody want to talk about that. And we're just not talking about black people. We're talking about Hispanic people. We're talking about any person of color that is
Yeah.
incarcerated. Nobody wants to talk about that. Nobody wants to talk about Jim Crow.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to talk about mass incarceration and why it was created. Nobody wants to
Nope.
talk about. Nobody wants to talk about our judicial system and how it's not fair,
Hmm.
and how it's made to keep a certain type of people constantly running through it like a revolving door.
Nobody wants to talk about the effect that stop and frisk has had and will have on families for decades to come, because they found out stop and frisk who were they targeting, Sean, when they implemented stop and frisk? The overwhelming majority of people who they stopped and frisked and sometimes planted stuff on. We already know. Come on, people.
Mm-hmm.
We
Mm-hmm.
already know who it was,
Mm-hmm.
but they don't want to talk about that.
No, closed-minded. See, closed-minded people, what closed-minded people like to do, they like to evade certain questions. They like to avoid certain
Yeah.
topics. They don't want to have certain discussions because they're closed-minded. In their mind, that's how it always is. That's how it should be. That's a closed-minded person.
Yeah.
There is no room for growth with a closed-minded person. There is no gray area. You got an entry and you have an exit. That's all you have. You have nothing else. So you have no leg to stand on when it comes to compromising. You have no leg to stand on when it comes to reasoning. You have no leg to stand on when it comes to having an open forum of discussion on how we can do things that can be positively changed, where we can even the playing field for everybody. No one wants to have those type of discussions.
Yeah.
See, that's the difference between closed-minded people and open-minded people. When open-minded people believe in mercy. Open-minded people believe in grace. Open-minded people believe in second chances. Open-minded people believe in redemption. Open-minded people believe in that you should not walk around being resentful and bitter and unforgiving.
Yeah.
Open-minded people are not going to throw their relationship away like it's Alabama and Trav because they got this time invested, but this person made a mistake and okay, they done for. You mean to tell me if I make a mistake, there's no chance for me? If I made
Right.
mistakes, I can't ever change to get better. If I
Hmm.
made a mistake, I can't learn from that and be a better man.
Yeah.
So once I'm once I made mistakes, now I'm in mistake prison. I got a life sentence in mistake prison because there's no way humanly possible that I can change. Wow.
Yeah.
Mm, mm,
Yeah, and Sean, the
mm.
system, they don't want to have that conversation because having that conversation about making anything equal means you have to disband the system. You have to tear it down because the system is set up to keep those in power in power. That's why it's there.
Right.
So, and if you can't talk about making anything equal until you disband the system, but that's never going to happen.
Nah, bro. It never will, man. And if you are a closed-minded person, okay, you are selling yourself real short. If you're a closed-minded person, you're never going to get that guy that you want. If you're a closed-minded person, you ain't never gonna get that woman that you want. You're never gonna get that job that you want. You're never gonna get that promotion you want. You're never gonna get that business that you want. When you're a closed-minded person, you have no room for compromise. So, in order to get certain things in this life, you have to have ways of compromise. You
Yeah,
got to be able to reason and understand, and you have to be a little bit more strategic. But when you're closed minded, you don't even give yourself a chance to get those things. A lot of people lives will be different if they open their minds a little bit more. I
yeah,
mean, just a little bit more. You
Yeah.
feel me? It's just
Mhm.
crazy, but that is where we are as a people. My brother said something, man. He said something about people of color, and I agree. To me, I agree with him 100%. I agree with him 100%. You know, he said, "Man, I just don't understand this about our people of color. I mean, we emotional people with no strategy." I said, "Damn, we do stuff to add emotions, and then we have no strategy.
Yep.
That's just like brothers killing brothers.
Hmm.
Emotion. It's based off some type of emotion. It's just in based up on it's like, you know what, I'm gonna, I'm Yana, I'm gonna go kill a nigga today. I mean, it wasn't nothing like that. It's just based off something emotional, some type of emotional attachment somewhere between
Yeah.
these two people, which causes this rift.
Yeah. And
Now, now you go and kill a man, and you have no strategy.
you already know what I why that is,
Emotion.
and what I'm gonna say why what the biggest one of the biggest reasons for that, the biggest share, not the overall, not the total reason, but has the biggest share, and that's fathers not being in the home,
All right.
acting off emotion with no strategy. Who's that
Right.
sound like to you? I mean, it just is what it
Mm,
is because
right.
men don't operate off of emotion. And usually, if this is a man of means, he has a strategy to just about everything he does.
Mm, mm,
Yeah,
mm,
we
mm,
talk about
mm.
it all the time, Sean. Men are creatures of habit. We
Yeah.
we have a we have a path, we have a plan, we have things, we have a certain way things go. We like things a certain way. That's what gives we have that singular focus. That's why men are able to achieve great things because we can focus on a singular thing without the distractions and block out other things. That's one of the gifts we were given.
Right. That's true. Now, boy, you, boy, you speaking on something. But here's the thing. I posted something today. I posted something today, and it was on our women. Women have a lot of power and influence, more than they think,
Yes.
more than they think. And I posted something today. If more women will use that power and influence that they have in society and use that, okay, when it comes to their man, people don't understand, and I don't even think women understand. The world listens to you. The
Yeah.
world really listens to you. I mean, the world, when you speak, the world really listens to you. You literally got the world by the kahunas because it listens to you.
Mm-hmm.
And all you got to do is just squeeze a little bit and you got the world's attention. But wouldn't it be, man, what a sight would it be? Wouldn't it be a sight if our beautiful women, our gorgeous women, wouldn't it be a sight be if they can use that same power and influence when it come toward their man? Because if see when a woman speaks about her man, when she say that man ain't no good, the whole world think he is no good.
Yeah, they listen.
If a woman stand up for their men more, nobody in this damn world could come against the man.
Yeah.
And so my thing about it is there's a key phrase, and I'm not trying to get off a tangent, you know what I'm saying? Because people say certain things and talk sideways out of their neck, like, brother can't catch up onto them subliminal message. I hear you and I see you, but you know what? It's a saying. It's a saying. My mom used to say, you know what? It's not that you never. It's not that you got to be too big for the rumors. You just got to be big enough not to entertain them.
Yeah.
especially when it's about you. So I like to see things. It's like the best drug deal in the world. Best drug deal in the world, the smartest drug dealer in the world is the one that you don't know is a drug dealer.
Mm-hmm.
That's the smartest drug dealer in the world, right up under your nose, and you don't even freaking know it.
Yeah.
So if women would use that that influence and that power of influence that they have when it comes to their men, when I say nobody, and I mean nobody, nobody will be able to come against that dude. Why? Because his woman is backing him 100%.
Yeah.
I mean 100%. And that and that's the gorgeous thing about that influence that she has. I mean, just to use that same strength and that same
Mm-hmm.
influence that she has to support that man, nobody will be able to stand against him or come against him.
Yeah.
But we, a lot of women use their strength in the wrong direction. Got it, but you're
Yeah.
just using it in the wrong direction. You're using it, you're not using it in the right direction. That's the problem.
Yeah.
You got to start using it because a man can go out all day, every day, be praised, people kneeling to him, everybody tell him how great he is, and go right back home to that woman who's going to remind him, you ain't shit. And
Yeah.
that's what he thinks. Women fail to realize that how you feel about us, it matters.
Yeah.
And that's why I say women got more power and influence than they think they do. You got so much. And even in my post, I said, listen, I know there's a flip side to this coin. How he treats her and things of that nature causes her to listen. I get it. I get that. That's not what this is about. I know where there's a cause, there's an effect.
Yeah.
But you have to have a certain level of maturity to not have the tick for tack responses because you're missing the message within the message.
Yeah.
You so caught up on the tick for tack. Well, when a person can say, give an influential speech, post words, just mind blowing, and then somebody will come back and say, now, this is a level of immaturity of thinking. They'll come back and say, well, it worked both ways. You missed the whole damn message. When you say it works both ways, you miss the whole damn message, which is the
Yeah.
problem. You're thinking about, oh, he's saying women are this and women are that. But you're missing it. I'm on your team. I'm on your side. I'm just trying to put you up on game. I'm just trying to sharpen you up. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm trying to give you some ammunition that you can actually use that's going to be a benefit to him and to you. If it's supposed to be team us, right?
Mm.
But you're missing the message within the message. And then you're missing the compliments that I'm giving you that you got more power and influence on the world more than you think. You're taking positive criticism that's very positively constructive and you're turning into a negative because a little things that you don't hear that you don't like, but you're missing the compliments within the message. You even missing the compliments within the message that I'm complimenting you.
Mm-hmm.
All I'm saying is that if you use that same strength, if you use the same strength and that same influence and put that into him, nobody be able to come against him because you backing him. You backing him. It's so many, B, I don't know if you caught it, but it's so many different little pieces to the puzzle. If they can be, damn it, if they could just get put together right.
Yeah. It
Man,
could, but but that ship is that I and Me personally, Sean, this is just my opinion. Some dudes may, think something differently, may not agree with me, whatever. This is my opinion, but because we don't have that, and they're not looking to any of them looking to be that,
Right.
because they've been selfish, because they've operated under their own rules and did things that they wanted to do, regardless of what the man has said and what the man has wanted to do. One of our former presidents stood up in front of the world and called the black woman the backbone of our society. I don't care if it was true at the time. He shouldn't have said it. I've never agreed with that, because if what you're telling us, because we've seen how black women have been easily influenced, because they have so much influence, Sean. That's why people want to influence them. That's why people cater to them. That's why people pander to them, because they have so much influence. They influence pop culture. Turn on anything in pop culture, and you'll see something influenced by a black woman. We know this. Sean. It's been like that for a long time. Stuff is stolen from them, all of that. But pairing with us is not something they really want to do. They want to be on their own. Now, that's not all, of course. That's not all. But for that old woman majority, Sean, no, because they don't see the value in the black man. And part of it, that's on us. That's on us in our overall image. But I'm not Batman, and I can't save the black male image. I can just do me. And so if you're gonna judge me based off of what's been told to you, not even what they've experienced, Sean, because they talk that color purple talk and they ain't been slapped by Mr. not one day in their life. I still don't understand that, and I still don't get that at all. It's like they romanticize abuse. It's amazing to me. But because we're there, Sean, the ship has sailed. I'm just saying.
But don't give up on our women just yet, brother.
No, I'm not giving up, but I'm saying us pairing up in mass, because we're still going to deal with each other. Some
of course, right.
Yeah, we hate F. That's what we do in our community. We don't really like each other, but we do like to get down. So that's what we do with each other, and we're tied to one another. Basically, that's just what it is.
We are,
but you have to be. You have to. That's where closed-minded versus open-minded. Closed-minded is, oh no, everything will be all right. Going forward, dude. Do you see the state that the community is in right now? I was like, I don't really think you understand. I don't really think you understand where we are right now. Dude, when the single mother rate was 29%, they called it a travesty. It's almost at 80 now.
Right.
And it's not just our community, because I'm not going to crap on our women.
Yeah,
it's going up in every community.
All communities, all races. It's up there, man. Because
hell, man. I will say this too. It's been conditioned and it's been programmed. Black women are not operating off their own playbook, though. That's why you can't be angry with them per se. Now, we can educate them and wake them up, say, hey, baby, you've been lied to. This is not the way. This is the way. And then the ones who follow. The ones who don't. That's our responsibility. It's saying, hey, you've been lied to, baby. If you all about helping a black woman, tell her the truth. Tell her the truth.
Yeah,
tell her, hey, being a single parent is hard. Your value goes down on the dating market once you have a child. They need to know this. You let your body go funhouse mirror, your value goes down. They need to know this.
Well, and you know what? You can't for me to sit up and debate you on an actual fact. I'm being closed-minded and I ain't being honest. You are 100% right on that. I can't even refute that, bro. I ain't even got no combat. All I can be like, you know what, B? You're right, bro. And keep it moving. That's all I can do. Because what you're saying is right, man. I mean, because it's right in front of us. And especially if you're well-rounded and you see and you're cognizant of the fact of the current events that's going on in our culture, in our world right now, that's the truth. You can't even really argue that. And but having those uncomfortable conversations with our women who are open-minded enough to listen, so they can receive that information, opposed to getting on the defense. You can't. You have a sense of humility when a person isn't There's a difference between a person attacking you and attacking a problem.
Yeah.
And if your man is communicating with you strongly because he wants to see you win and he see potential in you, what you got to understand and what you got to do, ladies, is understand he is on your side. He is not attacking you. He is attacking the problem, the issue. There's a
It's bigger
difference.
than one. It's bigger than one group, bigger than one person.
Right,
It's bigger than the race.
right, right,
It's
right.
bigger than all of us.
But you can't, but ladies, you can't hear he's attacking the problem because all you hear is your own voice and you think he's attacking you. And that's the huge disconnect between men and women. Ness say, but
Yeah.
he was so far gone. He was so gone. He said he had
Yeah.
her
Her.
and the child, her mama living with me in a large studio.
No, hey, I read that, and I want that you was on the tangent when I read it, and so I wanted to wait until you was off your tangent.
Go ahead,
to read
B.
that.
Go ahead, B. Go ahead.
Nesco, that level of sipping. Oh my God,
He said something.
that's what it is.
That's,
That's what it is. And see, and that's the transparency right there that we need, Nesco. That young men need to hear that. They do.
yeah.
They need to hear that, so they won't repeat that. See,
Right.
the majority of this, a lot of the older black men, especially ones that were in my life, and this is not to crap on those guys, because these were mostly good guys. But the thing where they failed us, the young men who were around them, is they were not transparent about the things they went through with women. So we repeated cycles that we're still repeating today because they didn't give us the information. They didn't share anything with us.
Oh
You know?
man, it got some good comments, man. I'm like, I got my
Oh yeah.
laptop pulled up, so I'm gonna pull up my
Mhm.
boy Maurice is a good friend of mine, man. We work together. So Maurice said, yes, just literally dealt with a mother at work that can only make every situation worse just because how closed-minded she is.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? See, that closed-minded, I mean, just to piggyback on what Reese is saying, that closed-minded man, it it is not helping you.
No.
It's a huge hindrance to you.
Mm-hmm.
That's another thing. And then my brother says, my brother Lynn Taylor says 6.2 million people behind bars. Black men are 7% of the population and 41% of the inmates. The Bureau of Justice says one third black men will go to prison.
Yeah.
Then he also says he said America is 5% of the world's population, but has 25% of the prison. God damn.
That's the stat. That's the stat we was talking about earlier,
Ooh,
Sean. And guess
man,
what?
that's what we was talking about.
And
Yeah,
guess what, Sean? And guess what, Lynn? That 1 out of 3 black men that's going to end up incarcerated, guess where majority of those guys come from? Single mother homes. That's one of the biggest
right.
issues.
Right. It is. It's huge, man. It's a huge issue, man.
It's a problem that nobody wants to talk about, man.
They don't want to talk about that, bro.
Yeah.
They don't want to talk.
But they want me. They want me to march for Walmart Tavius after he gets shot by the police. But
Right.
you don't want to give him a good head start and instill the morals and values. You failed this young man. That's what happened. You failed him.
Right.
Anytime I see those young men, I don't pass judgment on those young men that chose to live a different lifestyle from me, because I don't know where you came from. I don't know what your roots are. This kid probably has no foundation, Sean, and he's out there fending for himself, and he's doing it the best way he knows how. And it
Right.
just so happened there's something illegal. I can't pass judgment on that, and that's being open-minded.
Mm, mm. Yeah, I can't even argue the point on that too either. I mean, and then another thing about our system is so rigged, man. A lot of things Martin Luther King was fighting for, man. Pretty much got pushed up on the rug, man. I mean, he was just trying to get a fair. I mean, just you know, the bills, all these things. He was just trying to get an even playing field for, and they knew it, and he was snuffed out. He was taken out. You see what I'm saying? Um, man, it's such a orchestrated system to when a man gets out, he has nothing, damn near no capabilities of getting anything. And if he ain't got no stash of money, shit, damn near his education don't mean a damn thing after that because nobody wants to hire a felon.
Yeah.
You got to think of like, how can I make this work for me? And when it is the wicked system that is irretrievably broken, you go back to the things that
Yeah. And the
and
jail
that's
doesn't
what
rehabilitate.
and then that's what makes the prison systems, the jail systems, a revolving door because
Yeah.
the setup that the system that they created has set it up so sweet that they keep it like that.
Yeah.
And people they're not even cognizant of the fact because they never been in trouble, they never been in jail, everything's been handed to them. They never experienced it. Once you experience that, then you see like, man, you know what? This shit is fucked up when you get in it.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're smart enough and intelligent enough and open-minded enough to see it without going through the system, you can see, you know what? This system is jacked up.
Yeah. Same here, Sean. Same here. I haven't been in the system, never been arrested. I only got like a few tickets in my lifetime.
Right.
But I can see it because I've seen it, how it affected people around me and what people have went through. There's no rehabilitation behind the prison system, Sean. That's not what it's about. It's about money. Billions upon billions of dollars. They almost prisons are almost treated like churches, man, and the type of money that they get, especially state prisons.
Yeah, because you get they get money for each
inmate.
Each inmate, not a couple.
Inmate.
There is money made off of each inmate.
Each one. And then let's not even talk about prison labor and how much work those guys put in to build stuff, and they get paid a pittance because they're in jail.
It's just messed up, man. And I really don't care what nobody thinks about me, my past, being in trouble, being locked up before, or whatever. I really don't give a damn. I quit. And if you think I'm moved by your opinions or what you think of me, or whatever, judge me all you want. I really don't care. I've been graduated from that, so it don't even faze me. It's like shooting bullets at Superman. They're just bouncing off, and I'm like, dang, I thought I felt something. That's just how I feel about people's opinions. So think of me what you will, say about me what you will. It's not going to faze me, not one bit. I'm unbothered and definitely unpressed and definitely not even worried. So once you get a taste of that, you really see it, live it, feel it, breathe it, eat it pretty much. You see how much of a cash conglomerate, of a cash cow, to say, how that system is, man. It's rigged. It's rigged as hell.
Yeah.
And every time I hear people talk about justice, I just laugh. Justice is laughable to me. There's no such thing in my book. I'm sorry, and you are entitled to your opinions, but there is no such thing as justice in this world to me. Not one. I don't believe in it at all, because I've seen how it really is. I don't. The money that they get, community service hours, restitution, court costs, all these things, it's like they are pulling stuff out their ass to tax on people. And then the taxpayers are taxed because of each. You are paying for each inmate that's locked up. You do know that, right? So my whole thing is about it. If you can't see, and that's why I say all the time, is that America ain't nothing but it's the biggest liar in the world. You want me to tell the truth to people who have been trained to lie, to trap me up, to get me to cop out, get me to plea? I mean, my whole thing about it is that let's not talk about lies and truth, because the whole judicial system ain't nothing but a walking, living lie.
Yeah.
All the time. So no, excuse me if I don't trust it. I do trust something. He sits high and looks low. I know he legit.
Yeah.
And that's just me being real. That's just me being 100% honest. Listen, That thing is not set up for justice, and it's definitely not set up for nobody of color.
No.
Please, 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 please don't believe the hype.
Yeah.
And if you don't believe me, get in trouble. Get in
Yeah.
trouble.
Yeah. Get in
And
trouble.
you
Say yes.
get in trouble so you can see for yourself that it's bullshit. I dare you to get in trouble, and you're a person of color, and then tell me how you feel. We'll talk when you get out. Tell me how you feel
Yeah.
then. Hmm.
Yeah. See, Nesco say, so true, fellas. Closed minds, stay in mental binds. Open minds, charts past, defined by success grind. So, my brother, let's keep an open mind to survive these strange times. Yeah. Say, that's it, Sean. The person has to be open minded enough to deal with the real issues and not just what hurt your feelings or bruised your ego.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Yeah. Like what I say about black women. Yeah. You can let what the parts I say that you don't like, let it bruise your ego, but you need to eat the meat and spit out the bones. Don't
Right.
you focusing on the wrong things. Yeah, that doesn't feel good, but that's a fact. It is what it is. There's nothing you can do about it. Now, what are you going to do going forward?
Right.
That's what you need to be focused on. And say, yeah, fellas, it's pretty damn sad to leave prison or jail with the balance. Then file your taxes and your money is taken because you left jail with the balance. Golly. Oh man. Man, that man.
Cold as ice. Cold as ice,
Cold
man.
design. I mean, and that's what the system is designed to do, Sean. The
Cold
system
as
is
ice.
designed, to, like you said, to be a revolving door.
Hmm.
That's
Hmm.
what it's designed for. It's designed to
Hmm.
keep you
Hmm.
in the system. That's what the system
Hmm.
is designed for. Because if
Hmm.
you look at it, everything is designed to pull at the man's pockets.
Hmm.
We're going to get it. Hey, you having kids, sir? Okay, you're going to pay. You're
Hmm.
going to pay because we don't want to
Hmm.
take care of these kids. We don't want to
Yeah.
pay for them. So you're going to pay for them. So you're going to pay.
Hmm.
Oh,
Hmm.
your wife doesn't want to be with you anymore, or you don't want to be with her and you want to trade her out. Okay, yeah. Well, you got to pay. You got to pay alimony and you got to pay it to the day she dies.
Hmm.
Yeah. Oh, you getting in trouble. Okay, now you're in the system. Now it impacts your ability to earn money. So now you have to find other ways to support your family while earning money, ways that's going to get you in even more trouble. That
Right.
it's rigged, dog. Come on.
It's
Come on. You
red
got
from
to
the
see the
word
code in the
go.
matrix, man.
Yeah.
You got to see the code in the matrix.
And that code, that code is so loud, man. It speaks so much volumes, man. And um, I remember when I got in trouble and then I got out of trouble and I'm trying to figure out things and I'm like, brother got education. You just going through all these mixed emotions or whatever. My mom said, Sean, the power lies between your shoulders. Start thinking, son. Start getting creative in your thought process. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's where your power lies. And I realized, and even in being in corporate America, and I worked in corporate America, um, working in corporate America, man, there's a lot of closed-mindedness in corporate America too, as well. But I really saw that you can have the same education, more experience, more knowledge. My mom broke down to me, and she's like, "You're not gonna like this. You're not gonna understand it." My mom broke down to me what black tax actually meant, and the black tax means you are taxed because of the color of your skin, and that tax is going to follow you as long as you're in that shell of a body. That black tax is going to follow you in corporate America. That black tax is going to follow you as you drive in your car, getting on that job, going to that university. That black tax is going to follow you as you go into that convenience store, that grocery store. That black tax is always going to be on your ass. It's a part of who you are. Now, because of that black tax, you have to think about the power from within. That black tax, and I'm not, listen, I want you to really, again, it goes back to what I was saying before when I was talking about the women, getting the message within the message, the power and influence that your strength that you have, but you miss the message within the message because you want to do tick and tack when it comes to responses. It takes a level of maturity to not do tick for tack, but to get the message and where that person is trying to get from you, and it's coming from a place of love, but you taking it as a different place because why? You caught up into your emotions. Emotions make you narrow-minded, ladies. An
Yeah.
emotional mind is a narrow mind. There's no thoughts, there's no sense of clarity in an emotional mind. There's no open-mindedness, ladies, in an emotional mind. Okay? There is no sense of resolve in an emotional mind. Emotional mind is nothing but a closed mind. And it's going to fool you and constantly keep you trapped up. If you're tired of sleeping in those cold beds alone, it would strongly behoove you to go from closed-minded to open-minded. That's how
Yeah.
you're gonna get that man of your dreams. That's how you're gonna get the man that you want. That's how you're gonna stop the masculinity. That's how you're gonna stop the dick measuring with him. That's how he's gonna come home to a pleasant woman instead of a woman with a constant 24/7, 365-day attitude. That's how he's gonna know when, oh, he ain't gotta guess what woman she's gonna be Monday through freaking Sunday. There should be a consistent of what type of woman you are to him in order
Mhm.
to get him to be what you need him to be. If there's no consistency in your attitude, if there's no consistency in your emotional state and your demeanor as a woman, so when are you going to start gut checking your own shit, calling your own self out and be like, you know what? Maybe I'm the problem. Maybe I'm the reason why I'm always the bridesmaid and never the damn bride.
Yeah.
See, sometimes you have to turn that mirror around on yourself because that mirror gonna be, damn it, it's gonna be cold-blooded and you're not gonna like what it reveals. But once you come to grips of your bullshit, that is going to catapult you to change from closed-minded to being open-minded. See, when you go from closed-minded to being open-minded, you stop saying I'm the prize and you stop saying all that stupid worldly social society bullshit, and you realize it ain't about me. It's about me and him.
Hmm.
That's the thing. You want him to be your superhero. You ain't never his damn superhero. You want to lean on him. He can never lean on you. You want to tell him every goddamn problem in the book, but he can't tell you one damn problem. You want him to be understanding and compromising and sympathetic and empathetic, but you can't be those things to him. So where is the level playing field from your closed-minded mind to that open mind? And that's why you are never going to get the guy that you want because your mind stays consistent and constantly closed.
Yeah.
And also, one more thing, you we have to understand that, man, when you have a closed mind, you not only you're cutting yourself off from that type of relationship partnership you want, you're cutting yourself off from growth too as well. And
Yeah.
that's something that you need in order to catapult you to that next level that you want to be at. But
Yeah.
you got it, but you got to learn to go from closed minded to being open minded. Go ahead,
Yeah.
B.
Nesco so stupid. To my
What that
Sean, bro,
say?
you about to have sisters picketing at your shop. Real talk, bro.
What that say? What that say?
He said you about to have sisters picketing at your shop. Real talk, bro. He's talking about now you preaching. So many brothers think that the power is between their legs. Oh my God, black.
Man,
Well, I'm gonna go in on that, and I got two other
go
points,
in,
but I'm about
go
to go
in,
in on
go
that.
in, go in on it.
So, think the power is between their legs, and to finally come to terms with the pole ain't never wore out a hole. Hint, man. Listen,
That boy,
so
Ness, you talk, boy.
you
Ness,
know,
you talking, boy.
so you know who's going to struggle the most going forward in this on the dating market in America as far as the demographic of men who's going to struggle the most with the way where the dating market is going, because I'm gonna tell you where it's going. It's going to prostitution. Let's get it out there. Let's go ahead and get it out there. It's going to prostitution. That's where it's going. Young women are selling themselves out in the open now. Open your eyes. It's there. Unplug for the Matrix, dog. I'm telling you, it's there. They're selling themselves. And we not talking about a lot of money, dudes. We not, Sean, $80, $80, $40, $60, $70. It's gonna be sad out here, man. Inflation going up, desperation sets in. I have something valuable, I'm going to sell it. I'm not going to judge her, I'm just going to ask how much. But anyway,
It's hard out there
I'm
in the
not going to
field.
judge her. So I'm just saying. So with black men is that we are the seemingly the gurus of game, and I got the rod and I got this and I'll never pay for that and I'll never do that. That's cool. That's cool. Don't judge these women that want to partake in this, because all women are not going to do it. But the ones who are, okay, leave them alone. Don't worry. No, you don't want to come off that coin. Don't worry about it. Leave her alone. Leave her alone. Because like you said, because even if you got the magic stick, even if you got the magic stick, young black man, even if you got the magic stick, she still will get down with a dude like me for $40. You got to know that. Come on, dog. Come on, dog.
You sound like Boosie now.
Come on, dog.
I give $1,000.
Yeah. Put your own lips on live and I give you $1,000. Oh.
Dude, I would die when I saw. I think I looked at that thing like 100 times.
Oh, hey, let's go say OnlyFans is taking over. Brandon, speak, B. OnlyFans is here, dog.
Hey, OnlyFans here to stay, dog.
It's here to stay. They're going to sell themselves.
Wow.
You got a young black girl who just boasted about going on a $379 date with some white dude. And she's talking about how dysfunctional black men are. Y'all can't afford me and doing the spiel and all this stuff. What she don't realize is, okay, cool. You a sugar baby because he spent $379 on some other chick too. So you're one of many. So that doesn't matter because she talking about I only date these type of guys. No, baby. Those the men that trick off on you. And y'all just call it dating because that's all it is prostitution. Because did you get those $379 and he just gave you a Coke and a smile and you shut up? No. To get that type of money out of a man, just like just like I know, you're gonna have to do some things. And for $379, Sean, I'm gonna be honest with you. That's even if I don't care if I got Jay-Z money, Sean.
Don't say it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Hey, listen, if he's getting that type of money out of me, I know this woman well. I know her in the biblical sense, in a physical sense, in a spiritual sense, in an emotional sense. If there's somebody who's just casual, no. But hey, on those dudes who want to do that, because I'm sure that guy that did it, Sean, that's nothing to him. I guarantee you that's probably nothing.
Oh yeah, nothing.
That's $379. He's like, that's nothing. Like, babe, what you need? Some weave and some sandals? I got that too. Come on, let's go. I seen them ball tires. Come on, let's go get you a set of tires.
Girl, come on, get in the back seat of this car. Do something strange for this change.
Hey, I see that refrigerator needs stocking. Them kids need to eat. Your son got that extended belly like the African kids because he's hungry. He's malnourished.
Looking like old boy from Set It Off sitting in the car.
Hey, I mean, I'm just saying, man, it is what it is. Black men, y'all got to get that. Y'all got to have a different mindset, man. You got to get open-minded. Stop being closed-minded. All that love and Drew Hill and romance and Disney and tell me what you want. Tell me. It's over. That's over with. All that Tank. Maybe I deserve all that. No, it's over with. It's over. I'm sorry to tell you, but it's over.
Oh my God, man! What kind of world we living into, bro? What kind of world is this, man? God.
Hey, only closed-mind fools believe that it's free. Yes, sir, Ness. You say Instagram tried to get rid of OnlyFans and saw the revenue and apologized for trying to do it. Facts. Yeah, they tried to stop the girls from putting their OnlyFans in the bios. And when they did that, the revenue went down and they stopped it. Say Twitter apologized and also let's keep the party going. Yeah, and OnlyFans, they were going to stop it. But, well, those people complained, money went down, and now they back at it. It's not going nowhere. They tried to shut it down. The OnlyFans literally tried to shut it down. They got backlash and they opened it back up. It's here to stay. Only thing you can do is if you're a traditional man and you're looking for a woman to build with, you need to steer clear of these women.
Right.
Sorry, that's just what it is. Steer clear of these women.
Because she belongs to everybody.
She belongs to everybody. Now, if you're just looking to have some fun. You're just looking to have some fun. Keep the $40 on you. Matter of fact, get the $40 laminated so you have it on you.
Oh my God, boy, this been a good one, man. This been such a good one, boy. Lord knows I needed this today. But listen, man, we about to wrap it up. We gonna have to do a part two to this, man.
Oh, for sure.
I'll be
For
writing
sure.
down our part twos, man. So I'm gonna write this
We
down
got to
right
do
now.
men's mental health, dog. We got to do that. We got to do men's mental health part two. We got to
We
get that
need
in. We
we need
bring
to get
some more fellas on and kind of go in on mental health. So let's
right.
make that the next project. Bring a few
Yeah,
fellas on, and
right.
we go in on that.
Let's see if I can get my boy Brandon on that one, man. My other boy Brandon, my best
Yeah.
homie. Get him on that, man. So but yeah, man, we're gonna close this up. B, what's your final thoughts, man? What you
Well,
got?
I had 2 points that I haven't gotten in before I went on
Oh,
my tangent.
B. No. Going into them, man. Going them,
So
bro.
no, these could be my closing thoughts, and then you can
Okay.
have yours. So
Okay.
so I when you talked about emotion with no strategy, I thought about something because you brought up also the best drug dealers are the ones you know that you don't know if they sell drugs or not.
Hmm.
So I would say the most lucrative, the most dangerous drug dealers don't even sell drugs. They sell hope.
Mm,
Hope dealers, Sean. Because you
mm,
think about hope dealers, and I don't want to go in on the church, but think about they do a lot of hope dealing and prosperity preaching. And what the reason they do that is because what does it tie into? They tie into people's emotions and giving them hope, and it does
mm,
not have a strategy behind it, Sean.
mm, mm, mm. Oh boy, you went there, didn't you?
Hey,
Boy, you went there.
when I that came to me, I was
But
like,
wait, where your mama at? Boy,
ooh,
I don't see your mama on this thing.
oh,
I don't see her on
oh,
now. I was like, where your
oh,
mama at? She ain't on
oh,
this
no,
thing. I
no, no,
wanted,
she know
but I
that.
wanted she watching though.
Oh no, I don't know. I'm gonna ask her if she watching, but yeah, I
Yeah.
mean that's just what it is, man. And people have to realize that. I mean, we've seen the cover being taken off of religion, prosperity preachers, the church, and everything that goes on there and what has gone on. Doesn't mean that it's just a bad thing and you shouldn't be a part of it or anything like that. What it is that we need to be transparent about the things that go on. And one of the reasons why men have left the church in mass is because of these types of things.
Mm,
Dude, you can't hope deal to men like that because men
wow.
understand the reality, especially if
Hmm.
he's got an open mind. He's like, that's like a game guy coming to a short, ugly guy and it's like, I can teach you how to get all these women. Dude, if you don't get out my face, I see what the game is today. Unless I can get some money, ain't nothing you gonna get me to say to them that's gonna get me the result I want.
Yeah, man. Pretty much,
Yeah,
bro.
I might get a few hits, but trust me, the hits you're gonna get, you're gonna be like, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and throw this back. I ain't even gonna partake on this. I'm gonna throw this back. I
Don't
mean,
throw
it's
them.
just
Don't throw them fish back.
throw those fish back. And so my last one was that you got to understand being open-minded, and one of the reasons why a lot of people probably aren't open-minded is that it comes with a level of self-awareness that a lot of people are not ready to face.
Right. Wow.
A lot of people are not ready to face the truth about themselves and
Mm,
really be transparent about themselves, how they are, where they are in life, how they feel, and what truly is, instead of pretending like most people do. Because, dude, that we hey, I wish I could pull a clip up now. Stop putting on a persona
mm.
for these ninjas out here, dog. I mean,
You ain't got it.
you ain't got it like that, man. You don't. So that's where level of self-awareness comes in when it comes to
Right.
being open-minded. And that's why a lot of people choose not to be, because they can't face the truth, the ugly truth about themselves. Sean, I can
Mm,
face the ugly truth about the world every day of the week. That's just what it is. But
right.
about myself, that pain goes deep right there.
It does,
That's my
man.
final thought.
Man, that was a good final thought, B. If I had anything of a final thought, you know, just everything that we've talked about, things we've talked about in the past when it comes to just, broaden your mindset. I'm real strong on the mindset, because my
Yep.
mom pretty much, she beat that in me, man. And I really believe, that your mind is our mind is our ultimate power. Um, but we have to make a conscious decision every day. to choose how to think and choose how not to think. And especially with dealing with people, you know, we got to the thing about open-minded people, and what I love about an open-minded person is that, man, open-minded people are so accepting. They're so accepting, and they can see the potential even when you can't see it. And sometimes, man, closed-minded people, they're very judgmental. They judge everything. They judge the book without even opening a page. You know, it's like something I posted a while ago. Sometimes when we meet a person, we never see them
Hmm.
for who they really are.
Yeah.
And this is why it's important to judge nobody. We all we see is how they look like. People see me so much with cut off shirts. When they see me with a shirt with sleeves, like, man, I didn't know you owned a shirt with sleeves. You know, well, you know, and it's pretty funny,
It is
but
pretty funny.
it's pretty funny, but that's all they see. And each person that said that, I said, I'll be a billionaire still wearing this.
Yeah.
I'm not flashy. Me and my brother had a conversation about how people of color are the number one consumers. We
Yeah.
spend money
Oh
more
yeah.
than anybody, and we don't invest shit.
Hmm. Wealth
And see,
flows through us,
I
not to
used
us.
exactly, and I used to be that dude in my 20s and 30s. As the older I've gotten, the more I've understood the purpose of saving money to where you're never broke.
Hmm.
When if you're living paycheck to paycheck, you got to start stra- strategizing better. You have to start thinking like, I don't need this, I don't need that. You know, it's bad to give an appearance that you got money when you dead ass broke.
Yeah.
Jordan's a billionaire. My brother said this, but he said Jordan's a billionaire, man, because he know us fool, we gonna buy them damn Jordans. I don't buy Jordans no more. I bought a pair, you know, I mean, I would buy a pair of Jordans for my kids, but I'm not buying. I and my kids will tell you, he don't buy himself nothing. I'm impressed when I can go to account and there's money in there.
Yeah.
Not when I'm in the negative, not when we're trying to work on the next pay or whatever. The purpose of life as you get older is to always have money in the bank.
Yeah.
A lot of people are trying to they showboat, they flashy, they want to be on every scene, and that's why society keeps dogging us people of color, because we plumb dumb when it comes to where we put our dollars and how we save our dollars.
Yeah.
So you
Don't
have to
own
be
anything.
exactly, you got to be open-minded for change of mindset. When you change your mind from going closed-minded to, I got to stick to the subject at hand. When you change your mind, which is changing the way you think, which is changing your mindset, which is putting yourself in a place of being uncomfortable on purpose, that's what's going to catapult you to that level that's hard to get to. It's going to be challenging. It's going to be difficult because you're choosing to go from closed-minded to open-minded. As long as you stay closed-minded, your ass going to stay broke.
Yeah.
As long as you stay closed-minded, you're gonna keep buying flashy things for people to see or whatever. As long as you stay closed-minded, you ain't gonna invest a damn dollar. Everything is about the now with you. You rather spend and so you can do rather than save so you can go to your account and be like, man, I got money. What if something happens to your kids? What if something happens to you? You ain't got a damn dollar in the bank. You ain't got the pot to
Yeah.
piss in and when to throw it out of. Because you're so busy spending this and spending that and spending this and spending that. When I found out that people of color are the number one consumers. I'm like, what in the hell?
Yeah. Yeah, Sean.
What in the hell? I'm like, Ness, let me tell you something. My thing about it is, I'm trying to brand myself. You know, I want to wear my own shirts. I want to wear my own hats. I want to have my own. I want to have my own stuff with my name on it. So my thing about it
Yeah.
is that, man, no, man, I can do it the way I want to do it because in my 20s and 30s, I was plumb and dumb like that too. It's all about the flash. Oh, I got to get the rims. Oh, I got to get the flashiness. I got to get this. I got to get that. I got to get that. Or I got to get a nice outfit. Every week I'm buying something. Man, no.
Yeah.
So you have to start changing your mindset from being closed-minded people to being open-minded. And this is in all things. If you want better, you have to start just opening your mind. Nothing's going to come from a place that's closed because it's closed. You can't get in, you can't get out. It's closed. It's locked. You got padlocks on it.
See, damn it, Sean. This is why I love our conversations because I just thought of a design that I could use for a clothing line just now, and I have no desire to design clothes, but I just thought of a design, and I think it's a good design. Wow. Hey, when I see you, I'm because I got it in my mind. I got somebody to put it on paper, but yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. And 83% of the dollars, 83 cent on the dollar is spent by women in this country, which means that anytime a dollar is spent, they spend 83 cents of it. That tells you all you need to know right there. And they always hollering about the wage gap and all of that crap. No, women spend majority of the money anyway. Even the money that men make, women spend majority of that money, Sean. Because what do men spend money on?
Women.
Women.
Women. Every time. Every time. You doing something
Every
for them,
time.
you taking something for them, you taking them out to eat, you taking them to the movies, you buying this, you buying, yeah, so you giving them money or whatever, you cash apping them, Venmo them, whatever. I mean, it's the truth, man.
It's the truth.
That's the truth, man. So and my whole thing, man, is that we, you know, people, we got to start going from closed minded to open minded. So that's pretty much all I got, man.
Yeah, man.
B, tell the people how to find me, man. Tell the good people how to find me.
So y'all can find me, Brandon Lampley, on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, all those good places. Which TikTok I haven't posted there in a minute. I'm going to get back to doing those. I got a few ideas for videos. I'm gonna have my daily talks. I'm gonna doing some vlogging, Sean, while I'm be walking around out and about in the city, and I'm just have little candid conversations just like this, little short videos. So I'm gonna start incorporating those. So we're gonna get on those, my brother. But our next show, sir, ties into what we just talked about today. When I saw the title, I say, Sean reading my mind. I say he's reading my mind because
great minds think alike.
Yeah, our topic is now is the time to change your mindset, Sean. Now's the time. Not when you get there. Now, nice. If you want to be an Olympic skier and you just the average Joe from the north side of Jacksonville, you need to have the mindset of an Olympic skier now.
That's nice. I like that.
So we're going to expand on that.
I like that.
Yeah.
Like that. Oh yeah, I'm feeling that right there, bro. Bro, that's a good one. That's a good one. Oh, yeah. we gonna have fun. Oh, we gonna have fun with that one.
Yeah.
My wheels are turning already. I mean, I got
already. Yeah, you ready? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, man. But like I always say, listen, everybody who tuned in, your comments, leave them. You can go back and read this. Leave your comments. We're going to respond back to you.
Yeah.
But thanks to everybody who support us, view us, comment and everything. We appreciate you, man. That's love. I appreciate it. And like I said, at the end of everything, all our segments, I'll start judging people once I'm perfect too. But since this brother is in no danger of ever becoming perfect, never have to worry about me judging you. Listen, we'll catch you on next time. I'm Sean Taylor. That's my boy, Brandon Lampley. Brandon, when we going to do this next show, man? It's going to be on your show this time.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be on mine. So we'll coordinate sometime this week, man. We got to get it in.
Yeah, we got to get it in, brother. All right, man. Y'all stay easy. Happy Martin Luther King to everybody. And we will catch y'all on the flip. Peace.
Peace out.